Alright, so this little video is just to familiarize you with what you need to get started on during Unit 1. I noticed some people have not started on their homework yet, so I've realized maybe you don't know where to access it. Well, before you start on any homework, you need to read all of these announcements, particularly the ones highlighted in blue, because those are your Unit 1 announcements. Next week, Unit 2 will be highlighted in a different color, so you can always look back and refer to an announcement from a previous week according to the color code. Okay, so the very first thing you should have done already is you should have introduced yourself, and I have set this up where you can edit the subject lines, so you'll be able to put whatever you want to. I put "Hi from Mississippi" in my subject line. You put whatever you want to in your subject line, and then tell us a little bit about yourself. Okay, then you want to do your readings. You click on Unit 1 Reading. You can watch a video presentation, or you can open up the multimedia e-text. And this week we're reading 2.1 and 2.2. So you will open up your book and read those two sections. I suggest you jot down some notes as you read them. Make sure you study the examples, and then once you've finished your reading, then you can go back and start on your Unit 1 discussion. And a lot of people have already started on it. I want you to pay particular attention to the directions, because we're getting all mixed up on where to put what. You should have a post 1, and I would like for you to put post 1 in the subject line of your post 1, and you should follow these instructions for post 1. If after reading the instructions you're not quite sure what you need to do, then there's an example of what you need to do. This is an example of post 1. Okay, so once you have looked at the example, then you go back and you click Respond. Okay, type post 1 in the subject line. And then click in the box and type your response. When you finish, make sure you click Post. Okay, now then, post 2 is supposed to be a response to a classmate. So for example, let's say that you, as Cherie did, she responded to Justin. And so Justin put post 1, that's correct. Cherie put post 2, that's her reply to a classmate. Notice it's underneath Justin's response. Okay, and then post 3, and they give you an example of how to do post 2 as well, like this. And then post 3 is a totally new response where you will click reply, and you will post, you'll watch the video, and then you will tell us something important you learned in the video. Now, I tried to organize it where everybody would post 3 underneath my post. I say post 3 thread. So what you would do is you would go reply, and then you type post 3 in the subject line, and then you type what you learned from the video and do post. And then we'll have all the post 3s in one place instead of scattered all over the place. If you've already done it and you didn't do it that way, don't worry about it. But from now on, please pay very close attention to where these things need to go. Okay, so you should already have your post 1 done. And then you should go and start on your homework. You'll click on Lab Unit 1, My Math Lab Graded Practice. You will click on this link, Graded Practice. And then you will click on here and start with number 1. Okay, so number 1 is determine whether the set is well defined. the set of U.S. museums. If I made a list of museums, would it be well defined? I mean, is it going to be very clear exactly what? It would be a long list, grant you, but what kind of museums? Are they wildlife museums? Are they World War II museums? Are they presidential museums? What do you think? Do you think that's well defined? Well, let's click it and see. And then down here you do check. And we got it right. Yay! Okay, so what if we had gotten it wrong? I'm going to do a similar question, and we're going to get it wrong. The set of all current NHL players. I'm going to say that's not well defined and do my final check, and it says sorry, that's not right. The answer, you answered the set is not well defined, and it gives you some hints and tells you a little bit about what well defined means. Okay, so then you get to do this again. We want to save our best score. We don't want that one saved. So we're going to do a similar question, and we're going to answer this one, the set of U.S. airports. That set is well defined, so I'm going to pick it and do final check, and now then I can move on to my next question. All right, let's say you read this question, you have no earthly idea what you're supposed to do. Do not fret. You have all sorts of help right over here to the right. You have helped me solve this, which will take you step by step through the problem. You have view an example, which most students find very, very helpful. They go through the whole problem with you step by step, explaining as they go exactly how to do the problem. Okay? And so when you finish, there should be a print. I don't see a print. Normally you can print the example, but I cannot print it. All right, if that's not enough, then some of them have the video right there. And so you click on the video, a little video loads up, and you push play, and they start explaining it to you.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Muller.
Okay.
Our topic for today's lesson is going...
All right, so you have the video, you have helped me solve this. Then, if you just are completely baffled, you can click Ask My Instructor. Say, you would click in here, Ms. Cox, I do not understand this. I keep getting the wrong answer, blah, 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 blah. And then click Send, and it will send me that exact problem in an email. And then I will get back with you and help you with the problem. Okay, so there's all kinds of help built into my math lab. You will have green checks by everything because you should have 100 on every homework, because even if you get it wrong, you get a similar problem and you can keep trying it over and over again until you get it right. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to point out is the option 2 seminar quiz. If you miss seminar, if you can't attend one of our 2 seminars, then you will need to go watch the seminar recording, do your homework, have everything done, and then take the seminar option 2 quiz, which you have 120 minutes to take it. Let's click on it. There are only 5 questions. The thing about the quiz is there won't be any help. Okay, it's only worth 10 points. You can take it over and over and over again. So usually people who miss seminar get their 10 out of 10 points because they get to redo problems and get help in between. Okay, now I hope that helps you. Another thing I want to point out before I let you go is up here in doc sharing, I have all the seminar PowerPoints loaded. And so if you would like to print these out beforehand and then have them handy when you come to seminar, You will find that very helpful. I can't get to them, but anyway, here they come. Alright, so to print these out, I want to show you what to do so that you aren't wasting a lot of paper. Go File, Print. Make sure you're on your correct printer. I was on Snagit. And then you want all the slides, but print them 3 slides like this so that you have room to take notes, and switch this from color to grayscale. Alright, so when we're having class, you'll be able to write your notes out to the side of each slide. Alright, I think that's all I have time for tonight. Good luck, and let me know if you have any problems or any questions. Thank you, and y'all have a good weekend. Bye-bye.